Hello, it's Kirsten here, and today I want to give you some practical tips on how you can start increasing your calories in HA recovery without feeling really sick and really full all the time. So I know a lot of women are currently eating 1500, 1600, maybe 1800 calories a day. They do have HA, and then now they hear that they should be eating like 2500 or more calories a day. 2500 is the recommendation in the book No Period Now What. Check that out. You can freely eat even more than that. For example, I have seen with my clients that actually sometimes more is needed consistently. So now you might be wondering, how can I get these calories in? What do I have to do? I'm so full already at 1500. There's no way I could eat 1000 more. So I'm here to tell you that you absolutely can eat 1000 more without feeling super stuffed, super heavy. And today I want to give you some practical tips on how you can get started with it. Okay, let's take a look at your snacks, what you usually have. A lot of people who are used to like this dieting mindset, weight loss mindset, they're eating things like carrot sticks and celery sticks and cucumber slices with like a little bit of like light dip or some hummus. Now, what I would like you to do is to start eating calorically more dense things than only these vegetables. You can still have these vegetables too, but why don't you also start adding some like tortilla chips, for example, or other types of chips, and add guacamole, right? Guacamole is super tasty, super yummy, has a lot of calories, which are really good for you right now. So let's make that change. And if you're so scared of like like tortilla chips are not clean and they've been cooked in bad oils or whatever. First of all, I want to tell you that those who are super into this clean eating mindset tend to be those people who have HA because they are so restrictive. They think everything is bad other than, very certain things. But this is not the case. A little bit of processed foods are not going to kill you. It's not going to kill you, I promise you. However, if you're so terrified of them, you can go to a store. There's so many different options now. You can buy things, you can buy chips that are cooked in avocado oil or I don't know, whatever, coconut oil probably. You can buy these things and you don't have to worry about the super chunky oils, right? Okay, so next thing, what I'd like you to think, let's continue with snacking and talk about fruit, for example. So if you're not one of those people, and I hope you're not, who is super afraid of carbs, then you may use fruit as your, as your meal or as your snack. So maybe you only have like a large apple and then you're full, right? That was your snack. There's no way you can put anything into your body. In addition to that, especially when you chug like a bottle of water together with it. So that needs to change as well. Think more calorically dense options. What can you have? You could have like chocolate covered almonds or yogurt covered almonds, or there's so many yummy things, especially when you go to like a Whole Foods or Sprouts or whatever those things, the places, stores are. There's so many tasty options and you can increase your calories tremendously. And like handful of chocolate covered nuts is not going to make you as full as this apple actually does, right? Because apple has a lot of water. So think about these swaps that you can make to take in more calories. Another example would be super light granola bars. A lot of people are used to eating those like 100-calorie granola bars that are basically air and a little bit of something, right? So instead of that, why don't you start buying like trail mixes? Some trail mixes come with chocolates. There's tons of nuts. There's some M&Ms. And again, remember what I said about processed foods. Little bit is not going to hurt you. You can have that M&Ms and nothing bad is going to happen to you. I will absolutely promise you that. Okay, so make these changes. Then let's talk about ice cream. Super popular right now, Halo Top and Enlightened, these ice creams. And I'm not to tell that, these are bad for everybody. I personally love Enlightened ice cream and I do eat it. However, I don't have an HA anymore, but if you're watching this, you probably do. So forget about those light ice creams, go full fat, like Ben and Jerry's, something like that, right? Where you can get more calories for the same amount, right? Way more calories than that. So you are not dieting right now. You're supposed to gain weight. Okay. Next thing, let's talk about dairy products. If you do dairy, and I hope you do if you can. So if you have no reason to avoid it other than, somebody said it's bad, then don't avoid it, right? If you don't have any issues with it, you don't need to avoid it. But I want you to switch everything light and zero fat, low fat to full fat. And this is a huge increase instantly, super quick. Then let's talk about vegetables. How do you prepare them? You roast them. How do you roast them? Dry? You just stick the tray in the oven, right? So now I want you to put some butter on it or some coconut oil or some olive oil and cook them with that. And then think about it. Adding just like 1 tablespoon of olive oil, for example, gives you over 100 calories. And that's a lot of calories, right? So that takes you to the next level already. That alone. Add another tablespoon. There you have it, right? So many more calories. And then let's talk about larger meals too. So if you're somebody who's been used to eating like large salads, like veggie-based salads, and then having like a little bit of protein, a little bit of fat, a little bit of carbs, but the base is a ton of vegetables that fill you up with all the fiber and water in them, then of course it's hard to get those calories in that you really, really need. So I want you to start thinking about this way. Let's build the plate from the other way, exactly. So you're going to start with your starches, you're going to start with your protein and fat. So you're going to put your rice, you're going to put your meat. If you do meat, you're going to put your avocados or whatever fat source you have on the plate, and then on the side you're going to have the salad. So you still get your vegetables. I would never tell you to stop eating vegetables, because it's important to maintain good gut health and give you energy and all these good things. Antioxidants, there's a lot of good things in vegetables, but just think about what are the things that I could change. How can I increase my calories? And maybe I need to have those bigger, kind of bulkier foods first, and then the salad can be on the side. Okay, these are my tips for you. If you want to check out my free resource, How to Eat for HA Recovery, click below. There's a link there. You can download my 5-step guide, and this will be helpful for you. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this. Let me know if you have any questions. Find me also on Instagram, and check out my website for all the good stuff. There will be new blog posts twice a week. So yeah, I will hope to see you again. Bye bye.